Evening people, hope you're well and welcome to another video. Right, it's not a talk and it's not a training video. Surprise, surprise, I'm showing you this, yeah, because I wrote this in 2022, or I completed it in 2022, should I say. I got it published in 2022 and that's me out back, yeah. Right, I'll just read back, get my glasses on. One prophecy threatened the fate of the Briganti tribe. One quest changed their world. When the renowned prophet Shiloh visits the remote druid island of Yinsmon, she delivers a message that shakes the druid culture to its foundations. The mighty Tiernan embarks on a search to find the White Bear talisman. He recruits the help of a small band of heroes and the Chosen Ones, who search the length and breadth of the country in the face of armies, monsters and the Evil One, on a quest to fulfill their destiny. Right, this book, just tell you a bit of background about this book here. I started writing this book in 2007. Now, it's actually, secretly, about my inner struggles, inner demons. Yeah, I was going through a bad time in 2007, a very, very torrid time. Yeah, and I decided instead of moping about to put it in a story. So there's a lot of monsters in this book, out to get the heroes. Now the heroes in it are based on my family. There's the Lady of the Lake, that's my wife. There's two twins, one's a boy, one's a girl, but that's my two daughters. And there's some characters in there, and you'll probably recognise one of them. Let's have a look. That's me. Oh, Traherne, yeah. But also this other fella's me as well. Let's have a look, see if I can find him. That druid there, that's me as well, yeah. And that's one of the demons that were out to get me in 2007. Yeah, not going to go too much detail into 2007, but I did have a lot of inner demons and I was in a bad place. And instead of moping, I wrote this. And it turned out to be pretty cracking, yeah. And this is why I want to put it on my channel, because I want people to buy it, if I'm being honest. It's a very good book. I've read it. I wrote it, right. So, I'm just going to read you the first chapter, see if I can get you interested, yeah. And the first chapter is called The Druid Council. The renowned prophet Shiloh had summoned all the druid leaders to the great meeting place that they called Yinsmon. This was a holy place with deep, magical and mystical powers that was fiercely guarded by the most loyal and trusted Celtic soldiers. Shiloh was the great Linyi Fan, Lady of the Lake. She had the gift of vision and could see all things that had been and some things yet to pass. She was a half-druid, half-goddess spirit that was eternally bound to the water, and she possessed the power to appear in any body of water, whether it be lake or river or pool. But she could never tread on dry land, as she was trapped within her realm by a curse that was placed upon her many years ago. Her beauty was legendary. She had long black hair that shimmered gracefully down to her waist. It was as smooth as silk without a single wave or curl. She had bright blue-green eyes that looked like clear waters on a hot summer's day, and a complexion that matched the sandy beaches on the coast. She wore a long, shimmering silver dress that shone like glass and reflected the rippling water beneath her feet. As she stood on the surface, held aloft by a magical force, Shiloh eyed the crowd that had gathered to see her. On the bank were many important druid leaders, including Tiernan the Mighty, who was the brother to Shiloh. He was the most powerful druid that ever lived, because he held in his palms the power to produce bolts of lightning. A power that was given to him as a gift from his father Tyrannus, the god of thunder. When he received this power, at his coming of age, the shock was so great that it turned two strands of his dark hair and beard grey, making him look much older and worldlier than his younger sister. He was slender, dressed in a long white robe tied at the waist, with a large hood that he seldom wore on his head, which flowed majestically between his shoulders. Attached to his belt was a scabbard that concealed within it a long Celtic sword. Amongst the gathering, other druids were similarly dressed, but they lacked the majesty of Tiernan. There was an aura of power about his presence. The large crowd was facing Shiloh, anxiously waiting for her to speak. When she did speak, it was softly yet with authority. I have called you to council today. Sorry about me, Shiloh voice. For I have something of great importance to tell you. I have foreseen the birth of a king in a land far to the east. He will be wise and truthful, but he shall perish at the hands of his own people for his beliefs. He shall change the hearts of men, and a powerful race will bring forth a new faith to our shores. They will conquer many of our lands and settle in our country, decimating our kind, calling us pagans. They will turn our religion to theirs, our language to theirs, and our culture and the old ways will be lost. A murmur sounded around the crowd as they gave uneasy glances towards each other as Shiloh continued with her prophecy. Many years from this day, after 12 generations have passed by, our soldiers will fight bravely against the organised armies of the new faith-bringers, but I warn you now that they will fail. The crowd shuffled uneasily as Shiloh continued. There is a small glimmer of hope. We are to carefully watch the clans of the Briganti. The most powerful will meet in battle, and the victorious king will die on that day and leave his wife with his unborn offspring. From her bosom will sprout twins. These are the chosen ones that will embark upon a quest that will not be without peril. The evil one will endeavour towards thwarting the twins in their quest. It is up to you, Tiernan, and you alone, to show your presence upon the battlefield to protect the Queen from that day forward. You will become the protector of the twins, and you will make them ready for their task. Tiernan gave a stern glance as he asked, "What is this task?" Sorry for my Tiernan voice. Shiloh paused a moment before continuing with her prophecy. At their coming of age, the chosen ones are to journey south in search of Elgon. Sorry, I'm still laughing because they got mixed up. The swamp dragon, and retrieve a sacred stone that was lost many years ago. They must protect this stone, keeping it from the reach of evil, and return it to Ogarth, the red dragon of the western mountains. In return for this favour, the red dragon will reveal your destiny and send you on a quest in search of the white bear talisman. But the detail of this quest remains hidden from my vision. Take heed of these words, for the swamp dragon is no easy foe. He has crushed the people in that realm and holds them prisoner within the dark caves, for they keep the stone from his grasp, which he tightens year on year, in the hope that they will succumb to his wishes and relinquish the sacred stone. Failure to retrieve this gem from the clutches of the evil one will result in the death and destruction of our people and culture in the generations to come. Tiernan stared sternly towards the sky as if talking to his maker. He held his arms aloft and said, "With the power given to me by my father, I will protect the chosen ones and make certain that this journey does not fail or die trying. Woe betide any evil that stands in my way, for I hold within my palms the wrath of my father." Tiernan summoned a great power from within and sent into the sky 2 great bolts of lightning that lit up the whole crowd as they yelled in surprise and fear. The council continued into the night. Important matters were discussed and quests were given to other druid leaders, but these are for other stories and not included in this tale. Did you like how I got posh then towards the end? Like, quite posh. Not bad there. Right, so here's some drawings. Right, this is Shiloh, so that's based on my wife, and this is Tiernan, and that's loosely based on me. Yeah, there's a few drawings in here. I won't show you them all. I'll show you my favourite drawing. When I find it. That one. That one there. So there's Tiernan there with the dragon taking this off him, and I won't give it away what that is. Now I'm rewriting this book eventually because I want to add some more drawings to it, and I want to mess about with some grammar in it, to be honest with you, but it's a long way off. So what'll happen if you do buy this book will become rare, because when I do make the changes in it, this will be first edition, yeah, or something like first edition. So yeah, go buy it. I'll put links in description to where you can buy it. As you can see, it's a magical book full of fantasy and monsters and Celts. Yeah, based in Celtic times, 600 years before Jesus were born. Yeah, and it's very, very good. Go buy it and keep sailing.